Hey guys, I'm Alan Zorkel with Mr. Z's Music Lessons, and today we'll be doing an acoustic guitar tutorial over the song Freedom by Jesus Culture. And before we jump into the tutorial, you can just check in the video description. There's a link to the chord chart, and you'll also need a capo for this song that we'll put on the 7th fret. So there's a link to the kind of capo I like to use down there as well, if you need one. Okay, so we'll start off just going over all the chords that you'll need for the song. So the first chord is A minor. We'll put our first finger on the first fret of the B string. The second finger on the second fret of the D string, and the third finger on the second fret of the G string, and we'll strum from the A string down. For F major 7, we'll leave our first finger on the first fret of the B string, the second finger on the second fret of the G string, and the third finger on the third fret of the D string, and we'll strum from the D string down. Then for our C chord, we'll just leave that first finger there. And then we'll put our second finger on the second fret of the D string and our third finger on the third fret of the A string. Then for E minor 7, I'm going to put my second finger on the second fret of the A string and I'm going to strum all the strings. Then for the G chord, I'm going to leave my second finger there on the second fret of the A string. I'll put the third finger on the third fret of the E string and then the fourth finger on the third fret of the E string, and we'll strum all the strings. And that's all the chords that you'll need. So for the intro, it's going to go through the chord progression: A minor, F major 7, C, and then E minor 7. So it'll play through that once before you come in, so you'll come in on the second time. And for our strumming pattern, we're going to start with an A minor chord, and we'll strum down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So it goes pretty quick, so what it'll sound like a little bit faster. So one more time, that was down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And that's pretty much going to be the strumming pattern for the whole song, so we'll just continue that. For F major 7, we'll do the same thing. And we'll go to a C chord, same thing. And then E minor 7, same thing. And we'll play that 2 times for the intro. Let me show you what that sounds like. And then for verse 1, you're going to play that exact same thing. So you just play that progression twice. And then verse 2, you can do the same thing there too. So, and also every time on the chord chart that you see the parts labeled turn, you'll play that same chord progression. All right, so that's it for the verses and the turn and also the intro. And on the chord chart, I have this next part labeled as pre-chorus 1. So we're going to start on an F major 7 chord, and the only thing that's different about this part is we'll hold the F major 7 for 2 patterns or 2 measures. So it'll sound like... to A minor, G. So we'll do that same progression twice. So I'll just play through pre-chorus 1 all the way through once for you. So every time on the chord chart where you see pre-chorus 1, that's what you'll play. Then for the chorus, we're still sticking with that same strumming pattern, and we'll just play each one of these chords for 1 measure. So we'll start on F major 7, and we'll go to a C chord, then A minor, and then to G. So I'll go ahead and go through the whole chorus for you one time, starting on F major 7. Also, you'll notice we had that E minor 7 chord in there, so just watch out for that. So you'll switch to that E minor 7, but the strumming will stay the same. And for every chorus of that song, you can play the exact same thing as you did right there. Then for the bridge, we're going to do something a little bit different. So for the first half of the bridge, we won't play anything, and then the second half will come in with an E minor 7 chord, and we'll strum down, up, down, and then we're going to go to our F major 7 chord and strum down, up, down, down, up, down. So those two chords change a little bit faster. You'll have down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, so I'll go through the second half of the bridge for you one time. So it goes. So hopefully that makes sense. You just don't hold the E minor 7 quite as long, and then the F major 7 you'll hold for like a full pattern, and then or I guess it'd be like a half of a pattern, and then a full pattern, if that makes sense. So you'll do that same thing also on pre-chorus 2, on the 5th time of pre-chorus 2. Then there you'll do that same strumming pattern and change at the same speed. Okay guys, I think that's it for this video. I hope that helps you learn this song, and thank you so much for watching. Question of the day, I want to know what your guys' favorite song to play on acoustic guitar is right now. So just let me know in the comments what your favorite song to play is. Alright guys, I will see you in the next one.